All right, we're working on the 72 Corvette again, and it just wouldn't stay running. So I decided that I don't have enough fuel getting to that carburetor. You know, it'd start up fine and it'd run a little bit until the gas in the carb ran out. But now I've taken the line off of the sending unit, as you can see there, and it's just peeing out. In my opinion, it should be gushing out of there, but it's just a little dribble. I mean, I think I could pee harder than that. So we're gonna look at this. Here's a sending unit I had laying on the shelf for another car. This is for a Chevelle, and you can see how pliable that is, and that's the way it should be. So maybe it's just a matter of replacing the sock. Who knows? Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and today we're working on this 72 Corvette. And as you might see there, I have been draining the gas tank because I believe that the sock is so clogged up in this. I don't know if you can see down in here. There's the sock down in there. And I think the sock is so clogged up that we're not getting enough fuel flow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get under the car here, and let me grab my flashlight again. And we are going to take the cap off there. All right, you can see that right there. And it's just like any normal tank, only it's on the bottom. That'll make it a little more of a pain. Most of these things are on the top. You can see it still dripping there. But just like we've done on Chevelles, we're gonna, you know, basically take that sending unit out and see what condition the sock's in. Okay, here we go. All right, once you take the ring off and you crack the seal a little bit, you can see what a mess this is making. Fortunately, I've got some pans underneath here, and we'll let it drain out best we can, and then we'll take it completely out. Yeah, stinky gas. All right, so there you go. There's the sending unit. Of course, here's the float that goes back and forth, and we'll check that out, make sure it's electrically working. And of course, we'll have to replace these seals. These seals get totally shot from setting in gas the whole time. So we'll peel that off. It's a little round donut there. And here's the thing in question is the sock here. So we'll take a look at this. All right, got the sock off. And if you look very closely here, hopefully you can see that. You can see that the end of the tube is clogged up there. See, it's got a bunch of crap on it, so we need to clean that out. All right, I ran the drill down in there, and as you can see, all this rust came out of here, and this drill went this far, and I was still feeling like I was hitting obstructions. So I imagine this obstructions go all the way to this bend, and I don't think I should continue with this. So I think we're going to get a whole new sending unit on order. All right, I thought I'd show you too how you can check your sending unit. And as you can see, I've got this hooked up. I've got the one alligator clip on the sending unit pin, and then I've got another alligator clip over here on the ground unit, on the ground. And you can see this flipping around a little bit, but basically we're at 0 here, and if it gets a 0 to 90 ohm, and so this one's going up to 97, 95. It's flipping around a little bit, probably because it's old and contacts are still dirty, but it still works. But like I said, this tube is completely clogged all the way up to this section of the drill. You can see, look at that drill, and it was, you know, basically this long, and I was still feeling like I was hitting stuff. So I imagine quite a bit of gunk is getting clogged up in the elbow here, and then probably a lot in the loop over here. So I think it's, and then maybe there's another elbow there. So quite a few elbows where more dirt can collect. And instead of chance it, I went ahead and ordered another one from Summit. I looked around at local auto parts stores, and it was actually cheaper to buy it from Summit and have it shipped here than go with local auto parts stores, and they didn't even have it in stock. So we'll have to wait a couple days before we get that and finish out this project. Well, I tell you, that was quick. I mean, I ordered this yesterday afternoon from Summit Racing, so thank you, Summit Racing. I appreciate quick service like that. And I mean, Summit Racing's about 45 minutes away from us, and it was cheaper to buy this through Summit Racing than the local auto parts store. I mean, I checked around through the local auto parts stores, and it was 81 bucks. And even with shipping, this came to $59 for the same basic part, and it looks identical, absolutely identical to the original unit. And they gave us a new seal, so you know, we'll put the new seal on there and get this all going. Here comes Mike. I don't know what he's working on. He's out plowing snow today. And there, O-ring first, and then get it in place, and then put the lock tab on there. And everything's kind of tricky on how to get it together. I'm sorry I didn't show everything, but basically you're going to push it all the way around by tapping it until the locks hit. Let me point to it. This,
they are tabs.
It's got to go to here, if you can see that.
Right here's the tab, right there.
Okay. And it's almost in place there. And it wants to get out of round, so you gotta keep an eye on that because it wants to get out of place. So that's why he's tapping. That's why he's tapping in several places, because it wants to move out of place.
It's home almost.
I think we got it. Pretty damn close. So there you go.
Perfect. No, it's not perfect.
Not perfect, but there we go. That's perfect.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
So I wanted to show you how this went together, just because we missed that. Here's the original tank. You can see how crappy it looks. It's been out in the rain. But here's the O-ring. The O-ring's going to set right in place here. And we used a little grease to make it stick in place. See, it wants to drop. And then here's a new locking tab. Now, we heard through various people that these new locking tabs aren't made as good as the original ones. So you'll see in the video I used the original one. But that's going to go right in here, okay? And then you're gonna twist it around until it locks in place. Of course, you're gonna. All right, there you go. Working upside down today, and got the new sending unit in, and then the ring. Have to make sure it stops at this tab, and make sure it's centered all the way around. So it's a bunch of. You take a chisel and you kind of tap it around. I wish they probably make a special tool for this. I don't know. But it's a challenge to get these little, there's 3 little tabs. One, you can't see, one there and one there. You got to twist this, and as you twist it, it draws this whole unit up and compresses the big O-ring there. So as you can see, I've got the hose clamp back on here. I've got the electrical sending unit. I've got the ground on here. Hey, this isn't Meldrum's Monster Garage primo restoration here. This is get it together and send it down the road restoration. So a little vice grip garage today. All right, I went ahead and primed the carburetor, and let's see if we can get her started. All right, same business as last time. Well, we had it running for a little bit, but the carburetor's just not pumping the fuel through. So, yep, you guessed it, taking the carburetor apart. And as you can see, I mean, this carburetor's got a lot of gunk in it. And I'm afraid the accelerator pump wasn't really pumping any fluid in there. So I'm going to replace that accelerator pump and give this thing a good flushing out. But, yeah. All right. Tomorrow's another day. Here we go.